What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here with your Vancouver Canucks as we look to keep the streak going. Next up, we have the Seattle Kraken. Nice little new rival for the Canucks, the closest rival they've had in their history, as Tyler Myers gets the first goal, Jason Dickinson with the second. The guy that everyone thought was a decent contract, and now he seems to be getting overpaid. Another classic Jim Benning contract right there, as Jordan Eberle comes up on Demko, cutting the lead in half. Can the Canucks hold on as Tanner Pearson comes in the clutch, right in the slot, blowing one past for Strider. 3-1 victory versus the Kraken in their own arena. Dickinson, 2-point night, not too shabby from him. But Elias Pettersson is now injured with a pulled groin. Can the first line step up with his absence? So we got Lamico back in the lineup now. We put him on the third line. Or we put him on the second line? That is the question. Do we have anyone to call up? We look at the HL line here. Sheldon Rempel didn't come into the lineup. Lucas Jasic, Jack Rathbone, Mikey DiPietro, Spencer Martin. Alright. 19, 16, and 4. Lamico right now so far would be on the second line, seeing what he can do. As we're sitting 5th in the division now. Oilers have 2 games on us still. 8-2 in the last 10 games. Come on. 2-0 through 1. Shen and Horvat with the goals on Sorokin. Shots 11-10 apiece. Second period, a goal apiece. Connor Garland and Anthony Bolivier on Thatcher Demko. Can we get one or two more? Be a nice improvement here. Brock Nelson, the Islanders captain, on Demko, leading by example for the Long Island. Come on. Demko shut him down, and they do. Brock Besser with empty netter. 4-2 victory. Back-to-back wins to start this episode. Shen with his 4th on the year, Horvat with his 8th, Garland with his 14th, and Besser with his 12th. All right. We will take it. Besser and Horvat having some connection there on the first line. Shades of old. Their first couple of years in the league together. Now 4 games over 500. The Ottawa Senators coming into town. Can we end this homestand with a victory? First period versus the nation's Capitals team. Senators coming into town. We're up 1-0 early. JT Miller on Murray. After 2, JT Miller gets his second power play. Can we extend early just a little bit? Not have any luck, but Besser, the flow, Prince Charming, whatever you want to call him. He gets one, but Tim Stützle on Demko gets the lead. And then Tyler Ennis. He's still relevant in this lead. He gets 2 goals back-to-back. He gets a hat trick. 3 goals on 3 shots. What the heck happened in the third? A 5-goal third period for the Senators. What a disaster. So we drop that one and head on a long road trip here. So the Red Hot Panthers, 25-10-4. First period in the Sunshine State. Connor Garland on Bobrovsky. Halak gives up 2. But goals all around in the second. 5-4 going in the third. Can we mount a comeback? Come on. Oh, and Aaron Ekblad on Halak. Top of the blue line, blast one through. And Hornquist on Halak. 7 goals. Halak has given up. And The Canucks coach has seen enough. He pulled the goalie for a statement mark there. So there you have it. Goals galore, but Halak gives up 7 goals. Not going to win a game giving up 7. We lose 8-4 to the Panthers. Next up, you have Tampa Bay Lightning. Starting 0-2 on this road trip. Not ideal. Can we get a victory? Still behind the Oilers. And the Sharks. Here we go. First period in Tampa. We're up 2-1 early. Tanner Pearson and Brock Besser on Vasilevsky. Brandon Hagel, the guy that Lightning gave up way too much for. Gets one on Demko. We get 2 more in the second, though, with some depth scoring. Hagel gets his second on Demko. As we're going 4-2 halfway through the third almost here, and Andre Palat on Demko. Not many shots for Tampa Bay, but they are scoring on Demko right now. Can he hold the ground? And he doesn't let any more in as we escape with a 4-3 victory. Nice 4-3 victory versus the Canucks. The flow, Besser with his 15th, Pearson with his 10th, Edmund Larson with his 3rd, Alex Jason with his 3rd. Someone that we might be looking to get rid of is Oliver Edmund Larson. Get rid of some of that cap. Or Tyler Myers. As we have moves to make here. Moving forward with this franchise. As in real life, the Canucks did sign Miller to an $8 million deal. And if he does want to do that in this, I think we probably could make some moves to make that happen. So we're down 3-1 early versus that change. Make that 5-1 all over us here. Hurricane Nation. Just dominating the Canucks here. A rough road trip to start. As Max Domi on Demko. Ethan Bear on Demko. Demko gives up 7 goals. He's having himself a rough new year. Cal Burrows is now injured. JT Miller leading the team in points. No surprise there. And are we going to call up a D-man, or is he going to be back soon? I think we're going to be fine for now. Washington Capitals, 26-13-3. Always have a decent regular season. Oliver Ekman Larson, Connor Garland, and Chase on 3 goals in the first. I don't think Ovechkin has ever missed the playoffs with Washington Capitals. I can't remember if they ever missed. Yeah, I don't think they ever have. Always had a strong regular season team. Connor Garland on Vanacek there gives us a 3-goal lead once again. Power play for Capitals. They can't get anything done. And goaltending shuts them down with the 4-1 victory. It says 2-3 on this road trip now. Strong performance there. In the capital of the states. And now Lamico is now injured. Who do we have? 20. Who are we going to have to call up? Who are you going to call? Okay. Who's performing? Going to be Justin Dallin? Or Dieter Seppi? Yeah. Bill Dieter Seppi. The pizza guy. Calling up for a delivery. If it's the AHL lines, Klimovich. Get you back in there. Don't know why you're scratched. Okay, I'll do that. Perfect. Alright, versus Nashville Predators, struggling this year. 2-7-1 in their last 10 games. It's a little rough. We got Highmore playing second line center. Yeah, Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll put Chason up there with Miller and Besser. For now, Pedersen should be back soon. See how Chason does on the first line with them. First period in Music City. We're up 4-0 early. Richardson, Darland, Hoglander, and Horvat. All four lines have scored. Forsberg on Demko now. Here we go. Power play for Predators. Kill it off. Nicely done. Nicely done. So yeah, NHL 23 coming out in a month. That'll be something. I don't know if we continue on with this Vancouver series in NHL 23, start from scratch. But here we go. The new presentation video looked pretty impressive, actually. Oh, and there you go. Pedersen is back. Who's getting sent down? It's only a short trip. Only an hour away from Vancouver-ish. You're fine. Not like you're taking a plane back. Alright. Rematch versus the Panthers here. This time on home ice. Down 1-0 early. Mackenzie Weeder on Demko. Make that 4-0. Lundell. Oof. The Panthers. They are just stacked. Even with Claude Giroux there. My goodness. They've now scored 15 goals against us in 2 games this year. My oh my. My oh my. Lamico's now back. Okay, who are we sending down? We send down Richardson or Highmore. Yeah, see ya, Richardson. See ya, wouldn't want to be ya. Maybe we'll get you back up here in the future. Okay, Justin Dallin is back up. Playing that fourth line role with Patan and Jason. Shannon up there with Hughes. Pullman. I think, it's like a cheap contract for 4 years. $2.5 million is still too much for this guy. St. Louis Blues in town now, up 2-0 early. Shen and Marco Scandella, of all people, are scoring. Brock Besser on Billy Husso. Power play for Blues. All over us so far, but Demko's keeping us in it. Can we mount to come back here? Force extra time. Nick Patan on Billy Husso. Then Pedersen. Pedersen his first game back. Jams one in. And we get the comeback victory in the third. Besser with his 16th. Pedersen with his 14th. Nick Patan with his 5th. Nice comeback victory. You'll love to see those. 24-20-4 now. Still sitting in the playoff spot. To make it interesting what we're going to do on the trade deadline, we don't really have draft picks or prospects to really buy any decent people with right now. So we have to build up that capital. Oilers are up 3-1 through 1. And going into the third, 3-1. Dickinson on Koskinen. Down, but Nugent Hopkins, the Burnaby native, made some pay. And Derek Brassard. All right. Forgot he was still playing in the league. I thought he was playing in Europe, but he's still sticking around, eh? Is Demko hurt? JT Miller is. Uh-oh. Yeah, I know we're getting scored on way too often. Thank you for that. Yeah, that would be nice. That is our plan eventually. Yeah, let's see what we can do in 2 weeks there, Coach. Christopher Chan. Alright, Winnipeg Jets next up. The team with no captain in real life now. Who are we going to put there? Try Hoglander on the first line. See what Hoglander can do with Pedersen and Besser. First period. Up 1-0. Pedersen on Hellebuck. Not bad, not too bad. Horvat gives us a 2-0 lead going into the third. Can we extend it? Tucker Pullman, the former Jet, Blake Wheeler on Halak. Halak have himself a decent game here. And he will continue that as we win 3-1. Halak shuts down the door on the Jets. Pedersen with his 15th, Horvat with his 11th. Not too bad, not too bad. Calgary Flames off to a rough start. Right behind us in the standings. Huge 2 points on the line here. First period. Up 1-0 early. Connor Garland on Jacob Markstrom. And they get 2 in the second. We get 1. Tied going into the third period. Connor Garland on Jacob Markstrom. Gives us the late lead. And Dermott with empty netter gets us his 2 huge points there in regulation against the Flames. Garland with his 19th and 20th on the year. Justin Dallin, it's alright. Fourth line center, we got some depth replacement there for you. Yeah, I was fine with the Lametto there. And Highmore, oh yeah. No problem. Miller still hurt, almost ready to come back. Alright, versus the Blackhawks now. Last game of January, 1-1 through 1. Garland on Delia. Kirchev and DeBrincat on Demko. 3-1 for the Blackhawks. Heading into the third. Come on, come back. Hate losing against the Blackhawks. Even though the rivalry is still not as good. Still freaking hate them. Besser makes a game of it. But we can't do anything. Fall 3-2 to Chicago. In their deep dish pizza. Alright. Nashville Predators. They are pretty much going to be blowing their team up at the deadline, it looks like, this year. As we go through the stats. Connor Garland, 46 points in 52 games. Miller, 43 and 49. Horvat, 43 points. Hughes, 42 points. Pedersen with 39. Parkolsen, 34. Besser with 34. Hoglander with 25. And Demko's stats are still a little rough right now. Hopefully those can be way better. AHL, Andre Kuzmenko, Lucius Jasic, Sheldon Dries, Jack Rathbone, Madison Bowen, Will Lockwood, eh? Alright, Abbotsford Canucks are 22 and 24. They're not having themselves a great first year in the league, but hopefully they can turn things around. First period in the Music City once again. Going tied at 0 into the third. Alright. Let's have it. See what can be done. Power play for the Canucks. Besser on David Riddick. Can we hold on? Oh, and Roman Yossi, top of the circle. Nashville's captain blows one past him. Going into overtime now. Tied at 1. Nothing happening there. Shootout. Tied at 1. Made extra point on the line. Pass Pedersen. Can you work your magic? You got those hands. Oh, it's Heimer and Hughes. Alright. Wouldn't think those would be the guys, but Halak has now been injured with his shoulder. Alright. Who's getting called up? Alright, Spencer Martin. Your time to shine. Like you did in real life. For the Canucks, you earned your backup job. Seeing what he can do here. DiPietro. Someone that we're just going to probably trade for a 4th or 5th round pick in the draft. Realistically. Alright. JT Miller's almost ready to come back. Apparently Lock's ready to come back now. So we're going to send down... We're going to send down Lamico, Highmore. Alright, Spencer Martin, he had a short run. Halak is still not quite healed, but good enough for backup. Alright, sure. It's a glitch in the system. We didn't improve our defense. But he's still happy. Justin Dallon's ready to come back. Halak. Juleson. Ready keeper. Lots of injuries going on right now. What is happening? Alright, here we are in February now. Calgary Flames. Another huge 2 points in our division. Up for grabs here. First period versus the Flames. 1-1 through 1. Garland and Magipani, the same player pretty much. Made that 2-1. Connor Garland. Second goal of the game. Brock Besser. Johnny Gaudreau. Matthew Tkachuk. We're not going to be seeing those two in real life anytime soon. Lindholm. Oh, the third period meltdowns this year. Not liking that. Too many of those. The Flames get 3 goals in the third, and they come back and beat us 4-3 in regulation. Garland with his 22nd and 23rd. Besser with his 19th. Sheldon Dries, another AHL injury. Yes, I know, Demko. Another disappointing performance in the third. So we have JT Miller. Is he ready to come back? Yes, he is. Love it. Love it, I tell ya. Okay. I'm going to do Dermott with Hughes. Pullman with Myers. Yeah, we'll give that a shot. Maybe. We're going to try out Burrows. I mean, the chemistry's all there with the Pullman, but I prefer Pullman over Burrows over Pullman, I should say. I don't even know if Pullman's going to be playing again. He's got some concussion issues going on. All right, in the Big Apple, first period. Down 1-0 early. Sabinajad on Demko. Made that 3-1 hat-trick for the Swedish center for the Rangers. Made that 4-1. Lafreniere, Strome, 5-1. What is going on? It's getting blown out of the water in the Big Apple. Unfortunately there. Not the start we wanted. Losing 5-1. Bud Golden with his 18th. New Jersey Devils 18-4 now in the year. First period, up 1-0 early. Dickinson on Blackwood. Second period, 4-1. Pettersson, Jason, and Edmund Larson. All right, power play, shorthanded goal for JT Miller. Besser on the power play. Andre Johnson on Demko. They're out shooting us, but we are outscoring them. And we got another one here on the power play. Oh, we hold on for 6-2 victory. Shots 35-33. Well, we win 6-2. Pettersson with his 16th, Miller's 14th, Besser with his 20th. First line starting to click. I mean, upset about playing time. Playing on the first line, bud. DiPietro is injured. Islanders having himself a solid year. We're sitting in the final playoff spot right now. A tight race we have in this division. Oilers have moved them up into first place. Yeah, Oilers, Vegas, Seattle, San Jose, and Vancouver. LA Kings and Calgary Flames are right on our tail. Anaheim Ducks are just awful. As we look at who's leading the lead, we got Boston, Florida, Colorado, Edmonton. And goals against, we have the third worst. Ouch. Definitely need to improve our defense. That they've done it in real life, and they have not done it in real life, I should say, is disappointing. Vancouver is now up 3-0 versus the Islanders here. So all this talk that Rutherford and Alvin said they wanted to do, they've done nothing. They've signed Mikheyev to a expensive contract, and they've signed they just put us more cap hell. And Paul Mary gets one on Demko, ruining his shutout bid. But we hold on for a 3-1 victory. Dickinson with his 8th. Horvat was his 13th. Alright, the Toronto Maple laughs. Getting ready for another first round knockout. First period versus the Maple Leafs. Down 2-1. David Kemp and Spezza getting one on us. Demko holding us into it. The Maple Leafs are all over us. And JT Miller on Jack Campbell gets one in there. Can we get a late goal? Come on. Alright, going in extra time versus Eastern Conference team. We'll take it. And we win in extra time, 3-2. Huge game versus the Leafs, huge win. There we go. AHL teams just falling apart with injuries. Montreal Canadiens. So it's Vancouver Canadiens versus the Montreal Canadiens, pretty much. First period, up 2-1, Dickinson and Lemko talk about depth scoring. Second period, 2 goals apiece, Besser and Hughes on Price. Alright, here we go. Who's coming in? And Vasily Bot goes in, but Hoffman answers right back. Power play for Canadiens. Can't do anything with it. Come on. There we go, Tyler Myers. Oh, and Josh Anderson answers right back. An offensive shootout on Price and Demko. Not the game I thought would happen. Lamiko finally gets his first goal in the year. Hughes with his 5th. Besser with his 21st. Bartolzin reaches 20 goal mark plateau. We're 31-24-4 now. Sitting third place in the Pacific. Washington Capitals coming into town now. First period, 3-1 early. Oof. Second period, we get 2 goals back, down 4-3 going into the third. Demko's just not having any luck this year. I don't know what's going on. 5-4 now, Garland, Ovechkin, switch goals. Lamico on Vanacek, almost the same spot as Garland. Can we... Oh, Bo Horvat. Oh, captain, my captain. Leading by example, 6-5 victory. 5 goals in 21st. Our 24th for Garland and 25th. Lamico with his second and Horvat with his 14th. Oh my goodness. Can the Canucks make the playoffs? Demko's stats are still outrageously nowhere close to what he should be. Alright, so we have the Lightning. We're going to put Halak in net, give Demko a couple days rest. He's probably being overworked a bit. Going down 3-2 into the third. Jason and Pedersen get the goals. Power play for Vancouver. Kyle Burrows on Elliott. Horvat on Elliott. Coming back in clutch. Don't even have 20 shots on net. We got 4 goals. Love it. Love the efficiency. Yeah, Kucherov gets one on Halak. Ties it up at 4. And we're going to go to some extra time here versus the defending champs. And we win in a shootout, 5-4. Another big 2 points. Pedersen with his 17th. Horvat with his 15th. I'll take it. We'll take it. 33-24-4 now. Oh my goodness. Garland with 57 points, leading the team. First period, Devils answering strong, coming in hot. Oh my goodness, 6-0 going into third, and they beat us 6-1 on home ice. A show lacking, if I've ever seen one. Justin Bailey's hurt. Kyle Burrows is hurt again. Oh my, these injuries. These injuries, I tell ya. Detroit Red Wings now, 27-29. Steve Yzerman looking to lead the Red Wings back to the glory land. 3-2 after 1. Second period. Make that 3-3. What a bad angle that is, Demko. My goodness. All tied going to third. Can we get another big 2 points here? Come on. Someone make something happen for us. Oh, and Dylan Larkin on Demko in tight. Man, oh man. But Brock Besser, 30 seconds left. Clutch. Alright, extra time, overtime. Tyler Myers, with 30 seconds left, we tie it, and then we win it in overtime. Not the style we thought we would get, but a win's a win. Oh, these injuries are just getting tiresome. Alright. Still sitting third in our division. Calgary and Buffalo next up. The trade deadline right around the corner. Pot goals in on Werner. Through 1. 2-0 through 2. Besser on Werner. Oh my goodness. What is happening? Three nothing. All over the Flames here. They don't even have 20 shots on net yet. 4-0. The Flames are falling apart. 5-0. Twin Hughes on Werner. There we go. They only get 20 shots on net and we shut them out. Goalie doesn't even get a 3-star because we were that impressive. Alright. Sharks with 4 games in hand on us. We're up by 4 points though. Alright, Garland, Horvat, Miller, Patterson, Hughes have all eclipsed 50 points on the year. Parkles and Investor have the same amount of points. Almost identical stats too. Okay. Edmund Larson with 32. It's decent, I guess. But question is, what do we do at the deadline now? We're 35, 25, and 4. We don't really have prospects to trade. Or a first round pick. As the Canucks have done that back-to-back years now. We need prospects. It's just, yeah. Don't know what to tell you. As we look at Bruins, Panthers, Avalanche, and Oilers, still top in the league. Ducks, Wild, Senators, Hurricanes, Predators, Coyotes, Blue Jackets, and Red Wings are all laid down there. The Kraken are starting to fall behind a little bit. But Boston, Eastern Conference, still going strong. What do we do? What do we do with the drunken sailor? Alright, let's look at the contracts. Who can we extend? What does Besser want? Jack Rathbone. Yeah, that's interesting here. Alright, but we have the trade deadline next. We'll figure out what we can do. Until then, people, cheers and have a good one.